Hello and welcome back to Up the Villa podcast. Welcome to Avfc Daily News, a daily dose of Villa news. I mean, you can't get much better than that, can you, to be fair? So welcome to the show. All I ask, subscribe to the channel. It's free, so just click subscribe and drop a like on this video. Let's have a like target of 600 then. So we've got some Villa news. We've got some rumours, links that I think may affect Aston Villa down the line. So let's get straight into it though. But some Villa action first. Bailey with a goal and assist for Jamaica. Archer with a goal. Ramsey with an assist for England. So the Villa boys are doing well on international duty. But transfers are all about dominoes at times. Once the first little domino goes, the rest follow. And all the other sort of areas sort of just link together and there becomes a pattern. And I think we may be about to see that happen right away. Bayern Munich have reached total verbal agreement with Kim Min-jae on personal terms. 5-year deal ready. Here we go. The words have been spoken. Kim has accepted the contract as the club's sources confirm. Contract valid until 2028. Next step up to Bayern, pay the release clause. So with transfers, I imagine once Kim Min-jae goes through, then other areas and other teams will then domino effect and sign centre-backs, which in my head, Pau Torres comes to Villa. So a little bit of news on that, because I know some of you were saying that they might be signing Pau Torres, but hopefully now this sort of would mean that Kim Min-jae goes to Bayern Munich, Pau Torres goes to Villa, Villarreal get their centre-back, and it all works in this nice little circle, and it all goes perfectly, swimmingly well. Next up, Pedro Goncalves. Green light. Club's able to sign Goncalves. The sticking issue with Goncalves, which we've spoke about before, was that Sporting didn't own the whole of Goncalves, which meant that signing Goncalves would be very, very messy because the other club part own him as well. That's not necessarily the case anymore. Sporting now own 90% of Goncalves, which would allow clubs to sign him for his £80 million release clause. Let's get into the article. So, Sporting invests another €9.7 million into Pote and Ugarte. Sporting announced on Wednesday that it had acquired another 10% of the economic rights to Manuel Ugarte and another 40% of economic rights of Pedro Goncalves. We then go on to talk about Goncalves here. According to the information provided to the market regulator, the largest investment was made in the purchase of another 40% of the Pedro Goncalves for €7 million, which are added to the €700,000 due to financing costs arising from the extension of the payment term. With regard to the case of the Uruguayan midfielder, it's already been reached at the transfer to Paris Saint-Germain. The Lions paid €2 million and 10%. I think that's on about Ugarte, isn't it? So there we go. So Sporting now own literally 90% of him with an £80 million release clause, which would then allow clubs now to sign Pedro Goncalves. It does look like they are looking to sell other players as well. Maybe he'll be this window, maybe he won't be. Villa have been linked with him numerous times now. So I think this makes any transfer for him very likely now that has been sorted out. You know, he's a fantastic midfielder and he would absolutely transform our midfield. It would absolutely transform it. Last season, 7.51. Penalty taking, positioning, anchor play. beautiful midfielder, 15 goals, 11 assists. The exact type of player we need in our midfield. He just oozes quality. Young still, he's 25 years of age, fits the profile of young, good players coming in potentially to Villa at the minute. So, I mean, if we literally get a Goncalves, a Pau Torres, a striker and a winger, we may as well just get our feet up. Get our feet up and just announce Champions League, because that would be some window and some signings potentially coming to Villa. So I just thought I'd update you on the Goncalves, because I know we've been talking about Goncalves all window, and we've found out we've got that sticking block of they don't actually own all of him, but now that they do, so we now know that they own 90% of him. 80 million is the release clause. Kim Min-jae moving from Napoli to Bayern Munich should open the door as a domino effect for other players as well. So a little bit of a news, little bit of a heads up of what's going on. And yeah, just hopefully, next couple of days, we could be coming on talking about Pau Torres. So there's a little bit of news surrounding some of the Villa targets as well. So thanks everyone for watching. Just hit subscribe and just hit a like. You'll support me and the channel massively. So if you do enjoy the content, if you do keep coming back and you aren't subscribed, just subscribe. It's free. So yeah, cheers. Help me out. Up the Villa.